I'm not going to get to your tweets today because I'm not interested. Because I got something else on my mind I want to address. And it's regarding the President of the United States of America. Is a recent endorsement I received earlier this week. For those of you who didn't see it, it was this past Wednesday night on News Nation on Chris Cuomo's show, Cuomo on News Nation. Myself, Chris Cuomo, Bill O'Reilly. It's a town hall. And the president was kind enough to call in, courtesy of Bill O'Reilly, by the way. He deserves credit for that. And Bill O'Reilly, being his instigating self, brought my name up as a presidential hopeful. I did not ask him to do that. I did not want him to do that. And I certainly didn't care to have any kind of endorsements from anybody. But listen to the exchange between the President of the United States and yours truly.
Stephen A. Smith may run for president, as you know. Do you have any advice for Stephen A. If he launches the run?
No, Stephen A. He's a good guy. He's a smart guy. I love watching him. He's got great entertainment skills, which is very important. People watch him. You know, a lot of these Democrats I watch, I say they have no chance. I've been pretty good at picking people and picking candidates, and I will tell you, I'd love to see him run.
All right, there you go.
Oh, God. That is the last, oh, my Lord. I mean, I can't stop. Everywhere I've been, everybody's been asking me about it. But obviously, regardless of how some of you feel about him, he's still the president of the United States. And if the president of the United States sits up there and says something like that, it counts for something. I mean what I say, and I just want to reiterate the points that I'm making, and I hope y'all can understand where I'm coming from. I kept the door open for a potential run because elected officials and my own pastor said, you don't know what God has planned for you. You don't know what life's going to be like 2 years down the road. At least show respect and courtesy to the people who love and support you in such a venture by saying you'll leave the door open to any possibilities 2 years down the road because you just don't know. And that's why I said I'll leave the door open. But I have never been a politician. I have never been interested in being a politician. No disrespect to any individuals. I just consider the industry that is of politics where folks are professional beggars who perpetually owe favors. And that's not how I roll. Not only that, you see politicians clamoring for donations, you know, and having fundraising events and all of this other stuff. I don't need to do that. I got a job. I'm earning more money than most of them will earn in a lifetime. So my attitude would be, why would I walk away from the life that I built for myself that doesn't have nearly the amount of stress that comes with such an occupation like that to voluntarily put myself into that cesspool, because that's exactly what I consider it to be. Okay? So not only that, let me put myself on Front Street. I'm tired of people talking about me like I'm somebody walking around like I'm some aficionado of politics. I am not. I am a concerned, conscientious American citizen who pays attention to and cares about the issues, fully aware that I don't know everything. One side puts one spin on it, another side puts another spin on it, and you're trying to deduce what's factual, what's non-factual. You're trying to decipher the spin and what the objectives and the agendas are behind them. So I'm very, very careful. Here's why Aspiration, and I want my team, not just you out there, to listen to what I'm about to say, because I'm very, very serious about this. If there was a position that I clamor for more than anything in the world, it's the position that Joe Rogan was in leading up to the election. Kamala Harris should have gone to visit him. Donald Trump did. And there's a lot of people who have speculated that that is a huge reason why Donald Trump won the election. I don't know whether that's true or not, but would I desire people talking about me having that kind of impact? You damn right I would. It is my hope that everybody in Capitol Hill knows that I'm one of the people they have to come through en route to their aspirations for higher office, because I got news for you. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay in their ass every chance I get, because I'm sick of what they've done to the American people. When they say we are as divided more than ever before, I blame Capitol Hill. You engage in division and dissension in order to buffer yourself. You got this two-party system, and we got to pick, all right, which is the worst devil, one side or the other. If you notice everything that I've been doing, yes, I've had conservatives on, but I've had liberals too. And I'm going to continue to have both on. Why? Because I don't want the fringes on the left with the extreme leftists, the progressives, nor do I want the MAGA right pulling us and tilting us dramatically to one side or another. I'm a moderate. I'm a centrist. Why? What does that mean? Does that mean I'm devoid of principle? No. Does that mean I'm devoid of having a position? No. It means that I'm open-minded enough to understand why somebody else's position would be different. And even if I don't agree with them, it doesn't make them a racist. It doesn't make them a no-good person. It doesn't make them the devil incarnate, where you got people like Elizabeth Warren treating you like you are going to hell if you don't agree with her. I don't like that. I think it lets politicians off the hook because they get away with not doing their job, which is to go on Capitol Hill and in the face of adversity every single damn day, you got to work across the aisle and within your own party to negotiate, compromise, and get things done on behalf of the American people, with the understanding that no one gets everything they want. But we're going to do what's in the best interest of America. That's me. That's all I want. Because I believe it will lead to less division in the streets of America, which will be us being more at peace. Ain't y'all disturbed? And I'm not blaming Obama for this, but I'm using this as an example. We heard how the left talked about Trump leading up to the election. We've seen some of the things that Obama has said about Trump. We've seen some of the things Trump has said about Obama. How is it that they consider somebody's funeral, sit right next to each other, joking around, having a good old time, but we out in the streets ready to butt heads with one another over our differences? But the politicians that highlight and, dare I say, causes some of that division get along with one another. Don't y'all find that a bit odd? I know I do. So that's all I want to say about that. And oh, by the way, I kind of told y'all I knew Trump a little bit, right? You see the first words that came out of his mouth. Hello, Stephen. It's been a long time. Because we used to talk on and off throughout the years prior to him running for president. When I went to watch a boxing match, where did you think I went to? I went to Atlantic City at Trump's establishments. We would see him at basketball games or football games because Trump was an avid sports fan. I told you he knew me, and I know him. I appreciated him being on the air. I appreciated him being kind and respectful to me. It ain't going to stop me from disagreeing with him. But civility is not a crime. It should actually be something that's aspired for and desired.